Hello, this is Julia, and thank you for stopping by my Christmas crafting. Today we make a whimsical mixed media art journaling page, and I start off with a piece of Dylusions mixed media paper that I know will handle a lot of ink and paint. And all the things used in this video came in a wonderful crafting care package from my friend Linda, and I'm eternally thankful to her for sparking my Christmas spirits. I'm using a Dylusions stamp set with Christmas trees as my starting point. I also brought out some blue and green spray inks from Dylusions and another stamp set with wings, but I ended up using something else to incorporate the wings I want. Finally, I intend to use the pages from an old book to start my background. One of the most fantastic things that came from my friend Linda are the Tim Holtz water brushes that are filled with Dylusion spray inks, and I will show how wonderful they are to color with in a minute. I start my page with tearing up the book pages with that beautiful writing into smaller pieces, and then I use a regular glue stick to stick down those pieces. And I use a glue stick instead of matte medium because I don't want to seal the pieces. I want them to take in the ink, so the writing only is peeking through here and there. I put my background in a box so I won't make a mess with my spray inks. Then I spray with white ink, white linen, followed by London blue for the sky and island parrot to give a green shimmer like the northern lights we have here in Sweden. And finally I used the dark blue after midnight to finish off my night sky. The stars of this show will be these beautiful Christmas trees designed by Diane Revley. Dear Linda knew exactly what would make me happy and creative. I stamp a few trees, so I have one to spare if things don't go my way. And I stamp in archival black ink, so I know it won't smudge when I go to town. I always clean my stamps with a baby wipe before I put them back where they belong. It's finally time to color, and I chose 3 green shades for my trees: mushy peas, cut grass and chopped pesto. For the red ornaments, I chose a lighter and a darker red in postbox red and pomegranate seed. And for the tree trunks, I use a brown ink called melted chocolate. It's easy and satisfying to color with these detailed brushes and the flowing ink. I do my usual coloring method and start with mushy peas, and then shade each branch with cut grass and chopped pesto, while the lighter ink is still wet. I color in each ornament with postbox red and use the tiniest bit of the darker pomegranate seed to shade each ornament. I color 2 more trees the same way, and now I want some wings for my page. Dearest Linda sent me these die-cut wings from Spellbinders, and I use my die-cutting machine to cut out 2 sets of the small wings and 1 set of the larger. The background is now dry, and I want to add some snowflakes. I use a Dylusions snowflake stencil and some Dylusions white paint called white linen. Using a makeup sponge, I fill in these snowflakes around the page, making sure to stencil the snowflakes like a frame around the night sky. I discover that I need more snow and a frosty feel to this page. I have this double-sided adhesive and I tear the sheets of double-sided adhesive to create a frosty frame around my page. To create that frosty feeling, I will use these white glitters. One is a very fine glitter and the other is more chunky. I pull off all the backing to all that double-sided adhesive and spread out my glitter, using a bone folder to burnish the glitter into the adhesive until I no longer feel any tackiness from the adhesive through the glitter and the brush, and then I brush off the excess. Getting back to those wings, I don't want the wings to be only white and flat. So I use a Copic marker in a very light ice blue color to shade around the wings and in all those holes. Then I bring out this holographic embossing powder from Ranger. I dab on a good layer of Versamark sticky embossing ink on my wings, cover them with the holographic powder and melt the powder with my heat tube. I know it's hard to see on film, but that holographic powder really made a difference on those wings. I use a small dot of liquid glue to glue my wings together in pairs. And while I glue, I want to thank you all for popping by, and a very special thank you to my friend Linda, who sent me so much to play with. I glue the big Christmas tree onto the big wings and the smaller trees on the smaller wings. I did tell you that this was a whimsical art journaling page. To finish off these trees, I use glossy accents on all the ornaments to make them more dimensional. To finish that background, I need that dark frame I always want, and I use distress paint in black soot because this paint is permanent when dry. I won't have to worry about it sticking to my frosty background or fall off with the glitter. I also need some splashes of white and use distress paint in white picket fence, and I add water and flick white paint from an acrylic block onto my background. For a sentiment, I chose to use these die-cut holiday words from Tim Holtz, and I chose the word believe and die-cut it in white cardstock. To keep the same colors, I color my word with Dylusions shimmer spray in Island Parrot. And then I can't help myself. I flick that extra shimmer spray onto my background. Then I bring back my ink-filled brush with chopped pesto to shade that word. It's time to stick down my flying Christmas trees on that snowy background, and I use liquid glue that gives me a few seconds of wiggle room. When all my flying trees are glued down, along with the word believe, I use my fingers to curve those wings to give them more dimension, and I use a shimmer pen to give the word believe some extra shimmer. And now this art journal page is finished. Thank you so much for watching, and be safe out there. Until the next time, happy holiday!